far? We'll find out right now. OG, we'll see if their laning combo can work. If the Doombringer, the hero of this current meta, even if he has dropped off a little bit during this tournament, becomes even stronger and kicks in the SF. It was the dream picks for OG. The Team Secret also messing around. For the first time, we won't see a team from the Dire side try and take over the Radiant jungle. Instead, it's a top rune area.
Yeah, Secret want to secure this rune for their Alchemist, of course. And I was thinking about the reason behind the Alchemist pick. It's not a hero Weeha plays that often, but he does play it on occasion. And the thing is, when you're playing against this kind of Brewmaster, the enemy team will be looking to take these team fights, and Acid Spray is great against it for defending your towers, buying time. You have a really good carrot to give Aghanim Scepter to in this game. The Juggernaut can benefit from that hell of a lot in his item build. And of course, should the game go long enough, I don't think OG have what it takes to win. They have a Shadow Fiend carry, basically. Doom does not scale as well as other heroes going into the super late game. Brewmaster is known to fall off. He has great control, but you start being able to kill off the Broodling, so Misery here.
Yeah, he's trying to contest for the top.
He's gonna get it too.
Yep, and this will slow down the Bottle of Miracle. It may cost him his life, however, as the Raids are connecting too, and the third one's there for Miracle, and it's gonna connect. The first blood goes to OG, and kind of makes up for the cost of losing the Bounty Ring.
Absolutely. He was trying to take away some lane presence from Miracle there, but instead, he ends up giving him a little less experience, but more gold.
Crit and Fly are starting in this mid lane, so they're going to babysit Miracle in the early stages. Alchemist did go for, obviously, the Greevil Streak because he got the rune early on. But now he's got that second level, the Acid Spray is going to keep flying Miracle back a little bit. Paladin just offering a little bit of support. That means you get a melee on melee, Misery versus the Brewmaster. And we saw this previously. Obviously, we're switching the heroes around. Pylite actually in real trouble here. Phrases are up again. There's no, actually, is there the last range raid? It's not enough damage to kill off Pylite.
Great as boots.
Got the movement speed, but Pylite's got the regeneration. He's got Brain Sap in 2 seconds time.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
He'll give up.
Very close. In the bottom lane at the same time, Puppey is doing a good job zoning out.
Top lane, Pylite has moved all the way up. They've already got the crush. And Notel, not a healthy man. Pylite needs the space here, but Misery, he's got the movement speed available. And now with the mana, he's got the crush. Well, the crit arrives for his own control. Notel's so damn low. The Brain Saps off cooldown in 2 seconds time. 1 second, it's low, but not low enough. OG keeping their safe lane alive, and Notel wants to come back in again. Pylite dies, still doesn't have this Brain Sap again. But they're munching through tangos, and Misery's ready to fight.
This top lane for Secret could get pretty tricky if they rotate the Lich away from mid lane and keep Doom solo bottom. Moonmeander is going to have a very hard time. He's got 2 CS. I'm guessing he got one of them with Devour and just managed to get one other. He's being zoned out very well by Puppey down here earlier with Poison Touch. Of course, this ability does a lot of physical damage on level 1. You're looking at a Doom with 0 base armor. He really has a hard time standing up against that. Eternal Envy. Might see him go for quick boots so that they can run down.
Puppey's got haste. He's coming in with Poison Touch, and Envy is not going to feel confident enough to have rack.
They can potentially dive this tower even to kill Moonmeander if they get a creep wave to tank for them. Poison Touch and Spin together do really good damage. It's still only level 1 Scorched Earth, so the healing not that significant just yet, and they're going to try for it.
Yep, jumping in with the Blade Fury. Moon. Well, Envy keeps going north, so he doesn't inflict the damage if the Doombringer. It would have been enough because of Scorched Earth. The Puppey trying to get himself a little bit of distance between himself and Moon. Interesting to see too, the Fly has rotated himself down. So they might try and punish Envy while he doesn't have his Blade Fury.
They have no killing potential whatsoever without Scorched Earth.
True.
Okay, maybe if he's up this far and stays with the entire creep wave.
A level 1 Frost Blast. Doom.
Should be okay.
No auras available. In fact, now Envy, he just TPs. He just gets the hell out. They've got no stuns, so they can't stop him. And Puppey will just control the wave in the meantime.
Very safe play here from Envy, but the rotation from Fly, very useful as well. Like securing some CS here from Moonmeander, forcing the TP out. He also counter-warded on the way to at the bottom rune, so Weeha doesn't know for sure. Well, he does still have a ward at the top rune actually, so they're going to be okay, knowing at least one of the runes.
This top lane's going to be really careful now. Like, okay, yeah, Paradise's pulling over, but he's got Nightmare. Well, he doesn't have a lot of levels, it's only level 2, so that nuke from Brain Sap isn't really a lot of damage. You've still got the Enabler, so you're able to get Slatter into a good position to attack. That's why the kind of has to stay here.
And it looks like Weeha's playing Alchemist differently from what we've seen from mainly, or well, only from Miracle here in the previous series. And I believe, did they have it one game of the finals? Well, regardless, Miracle goes for 1-point concoction early. We're seeing Weeha running the full greed build. No point concoction, 302 build, focusing on the economy. Getting big early. Maybe a hint that he's going Radiance.
Opening on top as Pylai die. Well, he's not going to Nightmare for this just yet. And in fact, potentially could have.
And then he doesn't have mana for sap.
True, and he needed both. Hello. Alchemist getting brought down by the Shadow Fiend.
How'd that happen?
It shouldn't. But he catches him just before the Alchemist hits level 6. So there was no ulti available for the regeneration. And level 3 raises bring down the Alch.
That's such a big kill. That's probably the biggest kill you could get right now for OG. Not only do they kill the Alch, but it's a solo kill for Miracle. So big benefits here. Doom now level 5 in the offlane too. I think OG are getting quite a lot out of this compared to what I thought they would with the start that Moon Meander had. But just that little bit of Lich rotation makes a big difference. He's now stacking as well, so there's a quad camp available.
They're about to go
Miracle.
again. Crit coming in from the side. He needs to actually run directly in from behind the tower in order to catch Weeha.
Oh, Nightmare.
Yeah, actually locking Miracle in position. Weeha's in no position to fight. And with Crit hanging around him, they knew they couldn't get like a guaranteed follow-up stun.
They just can't kill him without a point concoction.
True, yeah, there is no follow-up stun.
Moon Meander and Envy gonna exchange abilities.
So be careful. This Scorch does halfway through his duration. Probably get some good damage in. The Poison Touch isn't really slowing down Moon enough, and Eternal Envy, not level 6 just yet. But Misery moving in from the side, even an extra crit arriving from Eternal Envy. But speaking of crit, now he's there, throwing back Envy, stunning up Misery. But they've still got that speed. The advantage going into crit. He'll let the Fate Bolt go, but with the spin as well as the crush. You pick off the Rubik, but you keep the Doombringer alive. And you also force 4 heroes from Secret to move over to take this. And now, well, Nightmare on Miracle and move forward. It's the Doombringer who's now Nightmare up, and Pylai die. Well, Envy, he's still not level 6 yet. In fact, Miracle with the raises. Pylai died down at 38. Miracle once more. One attack would do it. He's got speed. 315 versus 355, and Pylai die will drop. Misery's going to try and punish this, however. Moon back into the engagement. He's got the Scorch Test up. Looks like Envy as well as Puppey, they don't want a bar of this.
Envy would love to be level 6 right now. He's still struggling to find the experience he needed to perform a very important kill there. No, Misery is not going to let Fly have this.
No, he's trying to go for the deep squad. And with Weeha hanging around, this is easy money. End up giving it over to Pylai Die with his attack.
Now they can protect their ward as well if they want to send
him. Oh, well, instant revenge. Granted for OG. Miracle finding yet another kill. Support for support trade-off. And also this pressure coming into the area where Alchemist really wants to farm.
And we're seeing the build from Weeha being only a Sage's Mask, so I think this is a straight Radiance. Else he could have stopped for a Soul Ring on the way or maybe gone for a Medallion.
Crit.
Gonna get lifted.
He's here. Can throw him down. The Raze is number 1. He needs to pop that Chemical Rage. It was 1 second off cooldown. Now they go for the Brewmaster. All he's in here. Weeha Puppey needs to shallow grave him, not in time. The Razes from Miracle are able to connect. Misery was taken out of the fight for so long. The Brewlings, they've only got another 4 seconds left in them, but maybe enough time as Envy also dies to Doombringer. Now Brewmaster, No-Tail back into his normal form. The Nightmare will keep him here for now, but there's really no follow-up to that. It was down on bottom lane where Moon was able to get that kill on Envy, back behind the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, with all the rotations coming into mid to try to save the Alchemist, they have nothing left to protect Envy with, and it's a simple kill for Moon by using Doom. Envy might be looking for revenge here, but he's only level 5. No Omni Slash is just not possible to get this kill on the Doombringer. And this time OG have the good early game that they've been looking for in every single of these games in the finals. Didn't manage in the last game, but this time around they're looking good.
Probably making the right choice not to go into his jungle, because that's where Misery is able to catch out the Doombringer. Still a level 5 Slaughter, so no amplification. And Doombringer getting body blocked for a moment. We are still with no points up in Concoction. A lot of body blocking, but really no stuns, no follow-throughs. And really, how do they kill the Doom with the level 3 Scorched Earth, plus the ice armor he's got from devouring the creep? Envy? Okay, maybe that was one where he thought he could do it. And I say the Doom in the river, but only 3 Omni Slashes is not going to be enough.
And Weeha is fully committed to his build already. He bought the Radiance recipe first. So he's hiding it in the base, not showing his build, but it's going to be very obvious for OG when he still doesn't have any items on him in just 2 minutes that that's what he's going for.
It's going to be big, however, because he's going to have this quad stack in a moment. So pulls it up. Even if the Dire are watching it, they can't really do anything to stop it. But they get a trade and step, and that's the tier 1 tower.
If they take the tower, they can go and contest, maybe.
Oh, Miracle moves forward. Misery, he does have this level 6 now, so Miracle will be a little bit more careful as the amplification's put on him. No easy ways for OG to get rid of that.
Weehaw really wants to take that stack now.
Needs to wait another 3 seconds, but he'll be happy to do so. And this allows Misery now to get a couple of levels and farm in the mid. He can't keep the SF out, and it looks like now OG, they are coming to contest. Crit and Fly are moving over. They can soak up a little bit of the experience, or they can go for kill. They're going to find Puppy. He already has observers and sentries down, so I think Puppy can just shallow grave and buy a little bit of time. Maybe if he can time this right, the Hellbears will just hope. The clap comes in, as he does. Puppy is denied to the Hellbear. That wasn't even the clap. That was just a basic attack.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But this tier 1 tower still belongs to OG.
Radiant's middle tower
And the stack, Weeha's not finished it yet. They've still got 2 pick creeps, which Notal can now clap and steal, or leaves them for Miracle.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
But Weeha
bottom
got
tower is
quite a
under
bit
attack.
there. Still, got some way to go for the Radiants, and Shadow Fiend is doing so well this game. Miracle is 5-0, 70 CS.
I think MV's dead. Spin TP out. OG not there. Time to really stop it.
You know, when you're playing against an Alchemist who's going Druid build and you're 2,000 gold ahead in at minute 10, that means you're in a very good position. And now the challenging thing for Secret is going to be buying enough time. Their fighting potential is way inferior to OG. They have the Blink Dagger Brew, they have a Shadow Fiend with Mech, they have a Doom, they have Chain Frost. Secret's heroes are not level, or supports rather, not level 6 yet.
Oh.
These are times, actually.
Envy catches no. Or I say it's the other way around. Notal's got his ulti available. The spin will come from Envy, copying a lot of damage. The Weeha's in the neighborhood. Pylai dies as she dragging the creep wave down, so the tier 1 tower takes damage on bottom lane. Miracle as well as Crit having a fantastic time. They'll remove the tier 1 tower on bottom lane. And Doombringer keep him out of the mid, but it's the top lane where Misery initiated on by that Blink Dagger Brewmaster. Notal already with that Blink. Misery is still dreaming of completing that, but Weeha needs to take this money on top to finish the Radiance first.
Yeah, he's closing in. Another 1,000 to go. This is not one of the faster Radiances we've seen in the tournament. So already, those 2 deaths he has in the mid lane cost him a lot of trouble. What are we looking at for the other heroes? So Juggernaut went Phase Boots, has 1,000. Starter, 700 off the Blink. Puppy has Boots, great. We have Tranquils on the Bane, and on the other side you compare... Actually, the supports are fairly even in net worth, surprising to me.
This is a Roche move from Secret.
This is so bold, actually.
They have a level 1 healing ward. They can break through the shield of Roshan, then put the application up, but now the smoke breaks, so Moon in the neighborhood, but it's nighttime. He doesn't see anything. So he'll move down for the 12, but Moon realizes missing, and now in fact checks Roshan. Secret making the right choice to bail out.
Secret making the not game-losing play. Why not going into the pit there? That would have been an absolute disaster. The TP already came in from Brew with Blink Clap ready. And
now OG are doing it.
Yep. They will take a little while to do it, but they do have level 1 aura at least on the Shadow Fiend, so -3 armor.
What do they really lose here?
Absolutely nothing. I don't think Secret can do anything about it. They've gone for a really great last pick in the Alchemist. They have to buy him time. He doesn't contribute very much to the Roche pit fight just now. They got to play the waiting game and try not to lose too many towers to this Aegis that will be going OG's way.
They're still taking a while to finish it. Yeah, and Paradise going to drag the creep wave down. This will try and just be the tier 1. Well, yeah, back into the Ancients. Alright, so finally it's done. Miracle, I think, got bad up 8 times while they try to take that Roshan. But he gets the Aegis Immortal as a reward. Weeha really needs to get every single creep here before leaving, but he can't. There's not enough life. Puppy will give him some. But he's still sitting at 3.5k net worth. 3.5k gold in the bank. 300 short of finishing his Radiance.
Envy is running through a ward. Oh, this is a really bad position for him to be in. Fortunately, Doom is not in the neighborhood.
Brewmaster, however, just jumps. Doesn't want to go for the clap, and, well, what's something he really got that's going to cancel that TP?
Doom, but he's there.
True.
The one hero who could do it is not around, and I think Envy knew it. He saw him on the defensive observer ward they have inside their own jungle, using it as much as possible to his advantage. But this is still just a game plan that is progressing for OG. Misery wanted to contest the rune, not happening.
They just back it up, man. 200 gold to Radiance. The Weehaw counter continues.
It's not an insurmountable lead for Secret, though. They're 2,500, almost 3,000 gold behind.
Doom.
But with the Radiance coming out soon, they'll be able to climb that mountain. 200 gold to go.
Moon's playing mind games right now. He's got an illusion next to his real hero, so it just looks like two illusions that move to the front lines. Secret is still not going to fall for this, but if they do, shame on you.
That's a good attempt. But they dodged the fight entirely, so it doesn't really have any impact. And they will have to concede this tower. This is the right play for both teams. OG have to start putting some pressure on these tier 2s, knowing that they have Aegis advantage, and Secret have no business whatsoever trying to fight into this right now.
Yeah.
I think it's a split push Alchemist game where you just try to drag it out and ultimately just get so big on Alch and Jug that you can win the game past 40, 50 minutes.
It's just how they keep the map control. Like, you're talking about split push. There's no real jump heroes. Like, you're not looking at Storm Spirits or like your Blink Dagger 4-star, Earthshaker Fissures, kind of to catch up these side lane heroes. So it won't be as bad for Weehaw, especially when he uses illusions for the push. But how do you ensure you get space with the Juggernaut? And he always rely on having that spin to TP out.
It's very good in this game, apart from, of course, against the Doom. So as long as vision on Doom and Rubik doesn't have a blink, you should be okay. You can see Envy feels pretty confident here in the top lane. He's going for a Battle Fury build, so Secret definitely on the same page with what the game plan is in this game. Just entirely avoiding anything. They have to give every single tower that OG wants. They just gotta concede it right now. It's a hard call to make, but it is the right one.
Yep. And maybe OG just are sick of them dodging. They're staring down that tier 3 tower in the bottom lane. Their entire team is here, ready to fight. Everyone's armored up. And there goes the Radiant Creep Wave. Misery starts the amplification, blinks away before the Brewmaster gets the clap with the acid spray down, and the Weave also removing the armor.
Well, Brain Sap on Rubik, that's a really good steal. He has 280 magic damage and 300 pure in quick succession. And
Miracle actually keep out. He's at -8 armor right now.
Misery playing that front liner, just trying to buy time for his team, but if he gets caught by pretty much anything, it will be brought down.
Highlight eye. Okay, what else has he got?
Do they have an urn on OG? They do. They have one urn charge on crit that he could expend on Miracle.
They're finally coming top. Envy starts to TP, and they baited it. He actually cancels his TP. OG used 2 of their own, and Envy is stranded. He actually canceled that on purpose, I assume. So he can keep farming and then just believe in his team to keep the defense. The Weave again, aggressively from Secret, removing this armor of OG as they fight underneath the Asprey. It's not a healthy man. He's dying so heavily to that tower. Not to mention that one creep, that the tier 3 tower is under attack. And Secret, Asprey's off cooldown again at the moment. There's no fortification available. And there's the jump. No tell, still not going for the split. Now Misery gets the application off with Fiend Script as well. Have they got the damage? Toxin is available. Toss it out. You've still got No Tell controlled. And now Highlight Eye being thrown in. The Bruma split will be used. The Bane will drop. Buyback is available in Rubik. He stole Fiend Script. Crit has a big control factor available here. And that bottom melee, it is going to drop in favor of OG with the Brewmaster only squaring off. Again, another good weave coming out from Puppy. With the Storm Brewing, taking Lana out of the picture. Can't really chase this. They need that stun, but look at Envy with the Invis rune. It's a level 2 Omni Slash. The armor is still down for 2 seconds or 3 seconds of that on. Okay, he's not. No. While Envy is confident, the Aegis model will time out. The Weave has run out as well. He just wants one person. Moon's in the neighborhood.
He can't kill him. He's not even
shot. Misery's here.
Oh,
Blink
help,
forward
yeah, okay.
with the crush to the Omni Slash. And Moon, well, they get the Scorched Earth off. They got the implication for the spin. Envy can't keep up. He doesn't have the movement speed. No will move over. They do move over on the Slaughter. No more crushes. And Envy actually leaves Misery high and dry. He'll actually die to the Doom here. Nothing will stop that. But they tried to give it a crack. And it failed.
Even with Amplified, can't bring down. And because Moon Meander has the ice armor and the plate mail. Just so much physical armor, even against all this Amplify minus, just takes away the plate mail. He's still tanky enough to survive through that. I think he also quite a few stick charges there to keep him alive. And
Miracle's done a lot of damage to him already, and that spin's on cooldown. Crit doesn't have the high maneuverability. He doesn't have that blink taker yet, even though he's pretty damn close. And Envy just wants to run out of here. Pops the healing ward. Miracle keeps the chase going. That healing ward in front of Envy, they don't have anything to work with. With Weave, they get the vision. It's the pinch trip. Eye doing it from Pocket. No Brewmaster only. That's not going to stop NoTail from jumping in the spin damage. Miracle will drop. And now NoTail isolated, sandwiched into Team Seek. Even Nightmare over on Crit. Doom will arrive, but he's got no ulti. Envy will look for a little bit more. What have they got left? Crit takes the spin. So at least to be able to avoid the stun from Weehaw. Concoction in 1 second time. The damage, he actually arrows the aim. But Alchemist, Weehaw times the last attack. Misery blink 1 second. Blink up the crush will do the work for a Concoction follow-up here from Weehaw, giving him the extra bash on the Moon with a break stab. That Scorched Earth, it's not available. Moon, this time he won't have the movement speed. Crush back off cooldown, and the Shiva's got delivered in, but it does not protect enough. Weehaw will take a triple kill on this Alchemist, and potentially fueling the split push that is Team Secret's Alchemist.
That is such a huge swing for Team Secret. 4 kills for nothing. They've already lost barracks, so they were plenty of gold behind, which means in turn they claim just as much back. And Miracle there. I understand why he wants to go for that kill, and Envy knows how much it can do, but you're running into absolutely zero vision in a bad tree area, and your Brewmaster didn't have split ready to protect you with. And that is a very big loss. That's a Battle Fury over on Envy. It's the Alchemist closing in on, I'm guessing he's going to buy a Yasha right now after the treads or the travels. This is the secret game plan. This is all they needed. That one fight and 5 minutes of farm, and they won't care about the lost barracks.
OG's coming to... They feel like Secret might be weak. At least they got their big abilities back up. Every ulti available for OG. Misery's in the neighborhood, and the smoke's going to break, and he jumps up, and the split, it's useful on the Ancients. The only hero who's in range to the Brewmaster split being committed. If Pathfinder survives, just run. The Storm Brawling finally set him up in the air, but you've only got 3 seconds left in the Brewmaster, and they commit the Requiem. Twilight die. Okay, he lasted a very long time, especially with that ability to brain sap. Puppy will die up in the Doom doing its work, literally securing with the Frostblast.
Puppy thought the entire team was chasing Twilight Eye, but so he went to Shadow Wave in mid. But Moon reads the movement, turns around, runs down, and dooms him from the side. So they get a bonus kill there.
Now OG take the stack. That's a big Ancient stack as well.
That is really, really huge, actually.
The problem is, where do they go after this? Like, they're not really great Ancient clearers, so they're taking a very long time to do this. In fact, burning every earn charge they have. They may have to commit the mech too. While Envy farming up with Juggernaut in the top lane, Misery and Weehaw are waiting for the defense at bottom. And Fly, he's the man coming down for this. He doesn't have vision over tree line, and now Weehaw shows himself. They bring another hero.
Shadow.
But probably not expecting Misery in the trees.
They're going to win that fight 2-on-2.
They might win a 3-on-2 as Moon's rotating over. He's still walking around with Frost Armor creep. Waiting for the pack wolf aura to arrive.
And here we go again.
Juggernaut still farming up the dire jungle. Roshan stands for OG, but do this also with Brewmaster split down, and Requiem also down.
Envy's absolutely getting stuff, and this is a game where Juggernaut can really get to shine when we get past that 30-minute mark and as a damage item. Because it's very clear that OG kind of only has one sieging strategy, which is clump up all 5 heroes in the lane, go in, commit the brew split, and if Envy can find any sort of angle on the backline with Omni Slash, he can take out 1 or 2 supports. That's very, very big, but for now it is going to be another Roshan for OG. They'll probably look to take the top tier 1 and tier 2 towers for free with this. Secret aren't letting them have it right now, pushing as much as they can, buying time, which is the name of this game.
Also 5 men on this top, so if Misery can find the opening, jump, and they keep the numbers advantage in favor of Team Secret. And that will make OG a lot more cautious about moving into their own jungle to try and retake it. But while they got 5, caution isn't something they require. So OG fall back, and the farm war continues here from Team Secret to try and stay in front of OG. They are still running an Alchemist who's just about finished his mana style. And if he gets an Octarine as well, OG can have real issues taking all his farm. and finishing the game.
They have really bad heroes at dealing with split push. I think they have a decent catch for real heroes, with Doom, of course, being able to get a blink and just catching you off guard, but they need to kill tanky Illus somewhere down the line, and I'm seeing no one doing that apart from Miracle Shadow Fiend if he gets some serious right-click damage. For now, it's going to use what he has on the top tier 1, and as expected, Secret will not contest, just buy themselves some seconds here with the glyph. And get themselves a bottom rune, and delay the game. Here is the Manta.
Is up, and Weeha already starts his jump bottom lane.
I think what we're looking at right here is that the game either ends in 5 minutes and OG take that fight, or they are likely to lose the game. They built a Satanic on Miracle. This is the all-in, let's just go high ground and push, sustain forever against this weak fight that Secret still have. And if it should work, then they'll have a 2 racks advantage minute 25, and that's good enough against this Alk, even if he gets big, I think.
Envy's trying to force him to retreat. And OG, now it's a real test of theirs. And they are coming up. They're going to use Miracle with Aegis the Immortal.
Level 1 Enfeeble only.
So not really removing any real damage from Miracle. He just keeps hacking into the tower. And they haven't brought... Okay, now the Alchemist comes back to the Acid Spray. Make this a little bit more difficult. And another weave. This is what Puppy was doing time and time again against OG. And you're going to see Miracle losing a lot of this armor he's trying to gain. Misery jumping forward. They get the concoction stun. What's Crit managed to take? Ash ends up taking Crush. With that Blink Dagger, he's got some good control from this. Envy has taken out tier 1 tower in the mid lane in the meantime. So if they lose 2 sides, no doubt jumps forward. Weeha gets himself away, but the concoction, that Storm Brewing sends him up in the air. It just keeps Weeha out of this fight, allowing OG to finish up the melee racks. They'll take the range as well. Unless Pilot Eye can find something here like a nightmare. 4-star forward, there it is. Catching out Moon. Miracle still posturing the front lines, but Misery dumps in for a double crush. Keep the amplification up. Concoction stun again catching 2 heroes. They keep hitting all their stuns, and the Fiend Grip over on Doom. Crit jumps forward, and instantly they cancel it with Pilot Eye actually losing the Fiend Grip as well as his life. OG can do good stuff. But they don't really need to commit for much more, but while they've still got Aegis to the Immortal, the confidence is there, but they don't have the Brew ulti. And these Alchemist illusions are actually causing a couple of problems for them on the back lines. Very difficult to get those Blink Daggers off. You want confidence from Envy? Look at his positioning. He's running up the top lane, even though OG just left here, and his TP is on cooldown.
Yep, OG. 1.5 lanes of racks. There's only the ranged barracks in that bottom lane. They can deal with the split push. That's not... The problem isn't that you can't keep the waves out, because Manta, Octarine, Alchemist is incredibly good for that. I'm just worried they don't get enough farm before it's over. There's so much gold coming OG's way when they get a free lane of racks like that, that even should the Alchemist get very big...
Is it worth the Alchemist actually bypassing this and moving into something else like the Assault Cuirass? Understanding that OG will be attacking a lot sooner.
Oh, let's see how this fight goes first, then he can start itemizing. This is the potential end of the entire tournament. If OG pull this off, they do telekinesis an illusion, but they just want to bring it down.
But they do.
The split push.
Misery jumps forward. You only got another 45 seconds left of this Aegis the Immortal. Envy also added a decent amount of pressure towards the top lane, but OG won't care about that. The bottom lane is pushing in a lot for OG. There's a creep wave and a half. So this is where the fight comes for Team Secret. Can they find the opening? Miracle still dropping low. That Aegis Immortal. Watch the timing. There's still another 20 seconds until it's lost. And Miracle down to 95 life. Still surviving. With the Crimson Guard and the heals kicking in. Okay. That wasn't the play. Fly. Lich. Aldi's going to fly out. Bouncing around. Misery copying a lot of damage from this. Shallow Grave has to be used to keep him alive. And the Fiend's Grip. Crit is still holding on to it. They'll bring down the Slaughter. Buyback is available at the moment. And they also take Weeha up into the air. 3 seconds, 2 seconds until Chemical Rage back off cooldown. Slaughter needs to buy the space. Weeha just gets blown up by Miracle. The Fiend's Grip. This time it gets cross Moon. Misery with a double crush. But Envy, not enough damage from the spin as well as the Omni Slash. Moon is dropping down quickly, and Weeha, he gets a stun. OG now to start losing heroes. The Team Secret, they had to use so many buybacks.
Wasn't that only Misery?
It was the Slug as well as Weeha.
Oh yeah, that's right. They fought back the Alchemist. That's the bigger one. That is a really big problem for them.
Miracle, the 4-star up. Slaughter's already used his crush. You'll see No Tell. There is no split in Weeha. Wants to go for the concoction, still on cooldown now. They're chasing after the bigger one. They're chasing after the SF with a crush available. The concoction still not there, and he just turns the Satanic as well. Mech on Misery on the run. Crit, he's got crush available, but with the Blink Dagger on cooldown, he can't do anything at the moment. In fact, all they can do is kill off Weehaw. This could be a dieback right now. Alchemist TPing out. How much damage have they got? They get the stun. Weehaw can't escape. Miracle will finally die. No Alchemist, no Juggernaut. This is a dream moment for OG. They're going to get another kill as well into Pile Die. The bottom lane is pushing. The top lane will soon push. And it is almost a full minute where Secret will have to fight with well, only 2 heroes, potentially 3 with the buyback by the Bane, but that won't be enough.
If Shadowfiend had buyback there, the game would have maybe ended. He could have bought back and they could have run down mid knowing that Alchemist is out for a long time, but hold on for now. This is looking very, very good for OG. A 10,000 gold lead is not really what it's all about. It's more just the position they have on the map and then guarantee that they will get the next Aegis. I see no way for Secret to contest that, but they probably have to. They have to try it, and if they fail, the game is obviously over, but giving another Aegis, they can use Brew Split and just have Miracle sit and hit the tower, and they will get at least the tower and the range tracks during the split duration. And this is classic OG stuff, this kind of lineup where they utilize the Brew together with Shadowfiend, and putting the Doom in the mix doesn't make it worse.
Looks like Secret are going to rely on RNG to try and survive. There's double talismans coming in on the courier. The other one is meant for Puppey. They sacrifice their buyback in order to have this.
Aghanim's on crit. He can steal Omni Slash, Fiend Script, Weave, that benefit from, but it's more about the cooldown. Getting multiple useful spells in the fight. A 2-second cooldown. So much good to steal as well. Like every Rubik game, when you have Ags, is kind of a good Rubik game.
Right, so OG.
2 minutes.
That's how long they have to wait for Roshan. He just keeps this pressure on the top. He's got his Manasar with the Battle Fury. With only the buyback on the Bane, it doesn't make any sense to save your money. He's got buyback and 500 gold as Misery. He says in a 3-man crush, but he's not going to get anything. That armor of Moon, it was over. It's a 55 armor on this Doombringer right now. Misery's going to remove a little bit of it, dropping him down to, down to 30 armor. Huge change.
30 armor after.
They're just so strong. This is why he's not giving the ice armor, the frost troll. It's like we're going to TP back.
It's actually a really good choice by Moon to keep that the entire game instead of getting a wolf. I think a lot of players would be tempted to do it and just be like, oh, we can siege even faster. But it's all about just sustaining. As long as they survive through the weave and through the acid spray, they can just step by step
Interesting
take this
item.
tower down.
So we have finished up a full Heaven's Halberd. Normally this wouldn't really be effective up against OG, but because Miracle is going for a butterfly build and not the BKB, he can still be disarmed.
The problem is it's not damage. So yes, you buy more time, but OG are already playing sustain mode, so...
They're coming. They find an opening. It's going to be over on Moon with the Fiend Strip being committed. What have they got left? Amplification stolen by Crit, but Moon is still going to go down on Willie. He walks away with 500 life. The Brewmaster Split's gone. This is the last hurrah right now for Team Secret. What have they got? Probably not enough. Misery back in, just walking towards his death, and the Doom on Envy. Crit spins in front of him as he picks him up, throwing Envy back. The Shallow Grave will buy a little bit of time, but only a little bit. The Doom, it won't ensure the kill. Envy getting a big heal bomb, and Moon keeps trying to fight Envy back into the spin, with a double kill for Crit. The Rubik going to work. Puppey's on the retreat, but there is so many OG heroes behind him. All 5. The Shallow Grave again buying time for Secret to fight back 2 heroes. Concoction flying forward, keeps Moon out of the fight, but again they lose to Dazzle. Weeha's acid spray. It's making it so OG think twice about coming in, but they thought about it and now they're coming in. The mid lane, OG staring down the barrel of Megas, and Team Secret, they don't have the men to fight this.
Stolen Concoction.
Another stun to be given to OG, and he's already prepping it. Blink forward, looking towards Envy. If he can just at least fade out the spin, that's going to be worth it. And there it is. 18 seconds without spin. Miracle just feeding into that melee Rax, and now he actually steals spin as well. He can take a little bit of damage off, and a Blink 3-man crush. Envy looking for the damage forward, but Concoction is going to be there. How much have they got? Misery forced after him away. Oh, there's your Requiem from Miracle with the Raiders combined. Secret, they've taken too much damage. OG have got it. They've got the GG out from Secret. OG, they fight all the way through the lower bracket and will be claimed the champions of the first ever Dota 2 major live here in Frankfurt. A huge run, the dream run, achieving what no other team has done and no other team will probably achieve for a very long time. A must